new to my channel, please subscribe, hit that notification button, hit that bell so you know when I'm posting. So today I'm going to be very vulnerable, very transparent with you guys. I've been hesitating to do this video, procrastinating to do this video because it's going to be so vulnerable and so real. So as you read the title, I am going through perimenopause, which now I really think that is just straight menopause. And with me going through this, it has not been an easy journey. It's been so difficult with all the emotions and all of the changes my body is going through, the change of my mental health, the change of just everything, right? Just a lot of changes that's been happening. So I'm gonna just start off with saying that for women that is going through this, do not be afraid to talk about it. Do not be afraid of possibly being judged or anything like that, because this is what I'm learning. I'm learning that this is a conversation that needs to be had with women. New to my channel, please subscribe, hit that notification button, hit that bell so you know when I'm posting. So today I'm going to be very vulnerable, very transparent with you guys. I've been hesitating to do this video, procrastinating to do this video because it's going to be so vulnerable and so real. So as you read the title, I am going through perimenopause, which now I really think that is just straight menopause. And with me going through this, it has not been an easy journey. It's been so difficult with all the emotions and all of the changes my body is going through, the change of my mental health, the change of just everything, right? Just a lot of changes that's been happening. So I'm gonna just start off with saying that for women that is going through this, do not be afraid to talk about it. Do not be afraid of possibly being judged or anything like that, because this is what I'm learning. I'm learning that this is a conversation that needs to be had with women who understanding of what perimenopause is if you do not know. And this is just the research that I did on my own, and I did have a conversation with my gynecologist. So it's a natural transition to menopause, a period of hormonal changes that can cause a range of physical, cognitive, and emotional symptoms. It begins when a woman's ovaries gradually stops working and produce fewer hormones, triggering menstrual irregularities and other symptoms. It can start as early as mid-30s and last up to a decade. Can start about 4 to 8 years before a woman enters menopause. It typically starts in the mid-40s. No, it typically starts in the 40s, mid-30s to early 50s. Menopause can last for anywhere from few years to a decade. The absence of periods for an entire year can be considered menopause, that you're going through full menopause. So if you miss your menstrual for a whole year, you're going through menopause at this point. The first signs of perimenopause and menopausal could be the changing of your menstrual cycle. It can start, earlier than what your regular menstrual is, or it can start later. It could be a shorter period of time that you have your menstrual, or it could be a longer period of time of the normal days that you will have your menstrual. It could be heavy. It could skip months. And what are the other symptoms that you are going through perimenopause or menopause is hot flashes, joint muscle pain, low sex drive, mood changes, night sweats, trouble sleeping, vaginal dryness, weight weight gain. Sorry, guys, and weight gain. So I know that, and I was reading from my book to make sure that I gave you guys the correct information, well, the information that I found on my doing my research. So some of those symptoms is what I definitely was going through. I was going through hot flashes, night sweats, low sex drive, vaginal dryness. Other things that I was going through that it did not list was lack of motivation, brain fog, um, depression, anxiety, and I've never gone through those things before. I've never gone through depression. I've never gone through anxiety in the way that I have. Um, Also, the menstrual cycle, yes, that menstrual cycle for me has changed. It was, I would have it 1 month, I wouldn't have it, or I get it and it'd be for like 3 days when my menstrual cycle usually lasts to 7 days. Um, so I was going through that. So at this point, I haven't had it for a year now. So, and it's been such a struggle for me. Like it's sometimes so hard to discuss and just like share what's happening because you don't know if someone's gonna understand what you're saying or understand what you're going through. And it's like it's just give me a minute. Okay guys, I'm sorry. I said I was gonna be as transparent and vulnerable with you guys, but I didn't think I was going to cry so soon. So I'm just trying to gather myself so I could just share what's been happening with me. So those are some of the things that has been happening with me that it has just taken over me to where now I'm trying to take over it. And it still is not easy. Um I also weight gain. I've gained weight. So I've always been that yo-yo person of gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight. But this time I really gained the weight. And it has been so difficult for me to lose it because usually when I'm ready to lose weight and work out and eat right, I lose the weight. But for some reason, this has been so difficult for me to do is for me to lose the weight. And the way that I've been eating, that I had been eating, was just horrible. I didn't care. And it really became evident in my work. It really became evident in my relationship. Because I just got to the point where the depression was taking over and I didn't even realize that I was depressed. How I've noticed my depression is just through conversations that I was having with my friends and my family, and just knowing the changes that I've been making, the things that I've been doing that I normally wouldn't do, that I knew that it had to be a depression. And then now that I'm out of a situation and I'm able to now sit back and think about things, I'm realizing that it's more than what I thought. I was really in a deep depression. I was not caring about anything. I was not being responsible. I was being so irresponsible to now where I'm getting back to being responsible for things that I'm supposed to be responsible for. So I'm really slowly getting back there. It's taking me some time, but I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna do it. So I just think having these conversations about what you're going through as a woman, right, of perimenopause and menopausal, is that you need to be able to share this stuff. You need to be able to talk about it, because if you don't, it's just gonna overtake everything about you. It's gonna overtake your life, and you don't want that. because it started to happen to me. It started to take over everything that I lived for, everything that I want to do. It was like I just had lack of motivation. I didn't care what was happening. I didn't care about my appearance. Um, I'll go to work, professionally dressed, but didn't care how it looked, right? Um, and work, no longer working, and not that I'm trying to blame anyone, because that's not my goal, is not to blame anyone, but I allowed what was happening to me at work happen. I allowed that. I allowed them to win. I allowed them to taint my name only because of what I was going through. Because usually I'm much more stronger than what I was showing at work. And it just got the best of me. They got the best of me, and I allowed that. So, one thing about me is I can take ownership of my doings. One thing about me is I'm a fighter, but I lost that battle. Um, and I gave up, and I said it to that person too. I said to that person, I give up, and I did. And I'm usually not like that. I usually don't give up on things, but I gave up. So now I'm back. I'm fighting to make sure that I don't allow it to happen again, that I don't allow anyone or even this menopause get the best of me. I'm going to fight my way through this. I would say that I've had the support from family and friends that are truly there for me, that takes the time out to listen to me, takes the time out to talk to me. I have this one friend now. I call her my friend now. She's my line sister. We've known each other. It'll be 2 years this year, November, that we've known each other and that we've been line sisters. She's not allowing me to go into a depressive mode. And I love her for that. So now what I'm doing is working out, right? So now she's my gym partner. I asked, I was like, hey, I go to the gym. Would you want to be my gym partner? Because I found out that she likes to go to the gym and that, she runs and all this stuff. So she said yes. So now she's my gym partner. Something else happened with me, and she so happened to be there that day. She helped me through it. She told me everything was going to be okay. Next day, she was like, we're going to the gym. I'm not allowing you to be down, right? And I had to skip 2 days. She was like, no, let's go. I'll see you the next day. So, she's been there for me, and I appreciate it. And all my other friends, right, have definitely been there for me to hear me out and things like this. But this perimenopause is just not easy. This is something I'm going to continue to discuss with you guys. This is something that, I'm going to take you along this journey with me of healing and getting better. Take you on this journey of how I'm going to fight this perimenopause. There's some other research that I'm doing. No, I'm not on any antidepressants or any hormone medication. And I just opt to not do that only because I don't like taking medication. So if it works for you, let it work for you. Do what's best for you, but that's not, for right now, that's not best for me. And when I had this discussion with my doctor, because I was diagnosed in August, and my diagnosis was perimenopause and my hormones being depleted. That is so hard to hear as a woman, right? And I think what I'm mad about, I know I'm a little off track right now, but what I'm mainly upset about is, well, not even upset, but I'm hurt about, because we're going to go through these natural changes, right? I think what I'm hurt about is that I wasn't blessed to have kids. Woo. Sorry, wait. But yeah, I don't know, guys. This is so hard for me. So I'm gonna do a part 2 of this discussion. But again, let this be just an introduction to um, my healing process of perimenopause and menopause, and what are some of the things I'm going to be doing to fight this thing. So I will be sharing that with you all. I'm going to cut it here because this is much harder than I thought. So let this be just an opening introduction to my perimenopause and what I'm going to be doing from here on to heal and get over this. I will be love you guys, but please just subscribe, hit that like button, hit the notification button and the bell so you know when I'm posting. I will be having another discussion about this very soon. I just need to gather myself. Again, I'm just repeating myself.